All right, welcome back. 2023 NFL Mock Draft Simulator. This is your host, Trey Albert. Of course, all of these videos part of the War Room series on the website, vendettasportsmedia.com. Get your draft coverage there because we're outpacing everybody. We got profiles, we got everything. Make sure to check out the site. Today we're doing the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's some things you need to know about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Back in the day, it was Kevin Colbert. He sat there. He made his pick. He never really traded. He never traded up. He never traded down. The only time I can even think about when he did was the Devin Bush year. And it was kind of like a, hey, we lost Ryan Shazier. It was unexpected. We got to go get him. Other than that, I can't think of another time that he's traded up or down, really. So the new guy, Omar Khan, a little bit more creative. He's more willing to trade. The Chase Claypool trade was fucking awesome. And the fact that we have that first pick in the second round is tremendous. So, and again, I should also mention this. It feels like Mike Tomlin has more power in the building now. Remember last year, he was big on Pickens. He visited him at Georgia. He wanted him bad. So it feels like Tomlin has a bigger voice in the building in terms of player personnel that they've ever had. Still need a linebacker. The Shazier issue, as I mentioned earlier, hasn't been solved, and Devin Bush is now gone. So need a linebacker. A lot of this is going to depend on Kenny Pickett. Can he get better in year two? How good is he going to end up being? That's the real question for the Steelers because the roster's pretty good. The defensive line talent, they got pass rushers. The secondary's gotten better. They've lost Sutton, but other than that, Minkah Fitzpatrick's back there. You're probably going to be all right. So need some offensive line help. Need a linebacker. Other than that, team's pretty good. So we'll keep that stuff in mind, and we'll see what we can do here today. I'll tell you what, man. Just a little bit of a side note. I'm so tired. I'm giving the people what they want, and they're so unappreciative. That's the craziest part about this, man. It's a lot doing all this, you know? Just a little love would be nice. But it don't matter. We'll keep doing our thing. Who's gonna be there when we pick? Oh, I don't want fucking Cole Kmet. That's too far. That's actually hilarious. I mean, we can't do that. Does it let us trade Najee Harris? No. Okay. All right. We're going to take, obviously, our guy, Joey Porter. Keep it in family, man. And he's one of the 10 guys that I would actually take in the first round. So this isn't really a difficult decision in my mind. If he's there at 17, we're just going to pick him. The only other person that kind of has this sort of tie that would make sense is Jordan Addison, and he went pick 11, which I wouldn't do. I think that's too rich. I think pick 11 for him is too rich. I like Jordan Addison, but I wouldn't go that high for him. Joey Porter Jr., we have the profile on the website, and make sure to check that out. I'll link it in the article. Make it easier. Porter, he tackles. He's tough. He's physical. He plays the ball well. He's long. His arm length, very, very reminiscent of Sauce Gardner a year ago. I like him. I like him a lot. I think he's the best corner in the draft. You guys can take all the other corners. I want him. I want Ringo, and I want Christian Gonzalez in that order. That's how I would rank it. But this is an easy pick. If he's there at 17, they're going to take him, right? And especially they lost Sutton. Their new cornerback addition is Patrick Peterson, who's old as dirt. And they got a lot of tires out of Joe Hayden once upon a time. I know that, but to have a long-term answer at the position when you have Minkah Fitzpatrick at free safety, don't even need to bother. We'll just turn the card in, and we'll see who's available in the second round. Easy for us. And the corners went off the board, so we couldn't have even really made that trade. Well, now that is something. I can add in next year's Washington too. We will do that. Hold on. Hold on. I want to give Carl Trubisky. Can we do that? We're gonna take our time here, boys. Because I want that 97. What do we do? Well, I'm taking this trade. That's not really a question. It's a matter of I want the next year's Washington too. I'm willing to do this. Give me that 97. Fuck you. How about that? All right. Just looking at it, somebody's going to be there at 47 that I like. I know that. So I'm not really too concerned there. Pick a 49. So we'll have 47 and 49. Or have to pull off the cheese. Is that what you want from me? Great. Great. Okay. We got an extras Washington too. They picked Dalton Kincaid. You can fucking have him. Was never going to take him. Pick 70. I mean, it's the Raiders too. Just pause for a second. So we do pick again in two spots. There's two guys that I actually really want. There's more than two. But I'd like to move down even further to take one of them. But I don't think they're going to be there at 70. It might be there at 70. Let me pick again at 80. I mean, we're going to collect. In this draft, we're going to collect. I would think about Darnell Washington here, but we have Freiermuth. No need to do that. Cansey makes some sense, but I'd like to move down even more to take him. There's still names on the board that I like. I think this is pretty straightforward. I think we try to add in Trubisky and see if we can add in another pick here. Can we make can you just do this? How close are we to getting that? Does Trubisky have any value? That's what I want to know. Does Trubisky have any value? I mean, how about 107? How about 141? How about 174? How about just 174? How about two of these fuckers? How about one of them? How about a next year 7 from New England? Okay. Well, I accept your terms. So we collect 2 second-round picks. They took Jahmyr Gibbs, and I don't know what the fuck that was. Having actually, that's pretty good. I like that. If we can get rid of that, you might have a deal. I think I'd like to make 2 picks there, to be totally honest with you. There's going to be 2 guys that I like here. I know it. Because we'll have 67, 68, and 70. That's perfect range for taking like 3 guys that I really want. We got Porter already. We've collected some future capital just in case things don't go well with Pickett. The roster's already really good. If things do go well with Pickett, we'll have a fucking treasure chest for a better draft next year. And that's one that I'm willing to move up for. Marvin Harrison's on the board. How about 3 second-round picks in our first? So, just something to keep in mind. I don't want to give you 120. I think that's not okay. I want both of those. I'm willing to give you all these. All the 7s. All the 7s got it done. All the 7s got it done. You can make a lot of picks in the 7th round. That is fun by me. All right. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, I wanted Drew Sanders. No, we're not going to do that. Well, I mean, let's just call it what it is. At this point in the draft, we're going to take Darnell Washington. He's there. He's staring us in the face. It's not something that we necessarily need. However, he's the best player on the board by a mile. And he's somebody that can now take some time to develop. We're going to have 2 monster tight ends, both of which that can block. That's a big thing. Both of which that can block. He's going to help our run game. We got some 2 tight end sets that we can run here. I can just have him on the field as an additional blocker in certain formations. So that's an easy one. We're going to do that. Just pause for a second. Just pause for a second on that. So I was hoping Torrance would fall, but he didn't. This is where it gets a little interesting. We got our linebacker, right? We got some linebacker options. Actually, I think Toto would make a lot of sense for them. Okay. Well, I mean, I think we're going to turn the car in one more time here, and we're going to take Jalen Duncan. Dan Moore and Chooks Okorafor. Do you trust either of them? Not sure I do. Not sure I trust either of them. This gives us a legitimate tackle. You could play right tackle, left tackle, wherever you want to play him. I don't know how you feel good about this offensive line in Pittsburgh. I don't feel good about it. This is a spot where we can add somebody to the tackle position that can be a long-term starter for us. At this spot in the draft, in the 3rd round, pick 68. You know, I mean, look at the tackle options you have in this draft. After Duncan, it's Blake Freeland, who's a BYU guy. We'll see. You got the Georgia guy, you got Bergeron, and then after that, it's just poo poo. It's just poo poo the rest of the way. So even guard wise, who do you like? Nobody. We're taking Duncan. We've solved the offensive line. Okay, we added another fourth round pick. That's cool. That's actually something we're gonna do. Add in all these. Well, give me our seventh round picks back. Give me one of our seventh round picks back. Give me two of our seventh round picks back. Give me one of our seventh round picks back. Give me next year's seventh round pick. Fine. Fine. We'll take it. We've made two picks here. A third guy did not fall, which sucks, but we're going to keep collecting. And somebody at 89 is going to be there. And we pick again at 80. Just want to see. Okay. Just wanted to see. Just wanted to see. Okay. Can you make it? Can you add in a 7? How about make it 183? Fine. It's one spot. It's whatever. You gonna take or did this thing fucking freeze? Okay, there it goes. Brandon Joseph, we have no trade offers. I think this is a pretty easy call here. I think this is a pretty easy call here. I do like Eli Ricks a lot, but we're gonna take Ivan Pace. We're gonna take Ivan Pace. Need a linebacker. Need a linebacker in the worst way. I think this guy has grown on me a lot. He's a little bit undersized, but he moves very well. I thought his Senior Bowl was awesome. And he's nasty. He's a nasty fucker. And I think he does fit Pittsburgh in the fact that he can blitz a little bit. He can come downhill and blitz a little bit. So I think he fits very well. I think he fits very well. I think he fits very well. And we don't have a trade offer. And we need linebackers. So that was a pretty easy call for us. We'll see who's up at 89. Just hold off on that one. We don't have any more picks. This is our last one. Again, Toto, I think makes a lot of sense for them. These are fourth round guys that we can get that we like. So we're not going to worry about that today. This is basically an opportunity where we don't want to give you that. Why do you want 194 so bad? Just give me this and we'll call it. If you give me this, we'll call it in. I don't want to give you that. Watch this cheese. Get our 7th round picks back. We got all those picks back. No. We're going to take somebody here. Where's my center? It appears that we could wait on him, but when do I pick again? I just want to see. 120. Can't risk it. We'll take Timmy. Need a center? The last time the Steelers took a center, Kendrick Green. And if you go read my draft notes that year, Trey was right about Kendrick Green. He fucking sucks. You'll also notice Trey was right about the fact that, hey, Steelers, why didn't you take Creed Humphrey? Trey was right about that too. Trey's going to be right about this one. Timmy's the best center in the draft. He's available at pick 199. Or not 199. 199 is Tom Brady. 99 is going to be Timmy. We further improved the offensive line, which was a goal for today. And there's the draft. At 120, we'll take another guy in the secondary that we like. And there it is. We've collected 2 second-round picks, a 3rd-round pick. We got our 7th-round picks back because that's who I kind of really wanted anyway. I like it. I'm happy with this one. The only thing that I wish would have turned out a little bit differently, I wish like a Cody Mauk or an Osiris Torrance would have fell, but that's not going to happen on every single simulation. It might not happen in the real draft. We don't know that yet, but we took the best player available with Darnell Washington. We're going to take some receivers later in the draft. We only really need one. Deontay Johnson and George Pickens are there, so one more receiver, some secondary guys. And we're feeling fucking pretty good. Like, we could actually be an upset sleeper team here in the AFC North to win this thing. That's your Steelers draft. We'll see what they do in real life, but I don't know. If Joey Porter Jr. is there, it feels like almost impossible that they're not going to turn the card in. So let me know what you think. Open to the comments as always. Check out the site, vendettasportsmedia.com. Peace out. We'll see you in the next one.